making headlines. The Homeland Minister states that the treatment of families relocated to Maldives from the Syria-Turkey border is progressing well. The Homeland Minister announces the installation of 2 metal detectors in Mafushi prison aimed at preventing smuggling activities. And the Male City Mayor reveals the vision to sustain all initiatives and projects that were initiated during President Moises' tenure as mayor. Welcome to the English News. I'm your host Malak Ahmed Fayaz. Now for the news in detail. Minister of Homeland Security and Technology Ali Hussain states that the treatment of families relocated to the Maldives from the Syria-Turkey border is progressing well. He made the statement during an exclusive interview with PSMNEWS. Speaking to PSMNEWS, Minister Hussain emphasized that many individuals in war zones are innocent children in serious need. He expressed his commitment to ensuring the protection and rights of these children. He noted that over 100 individuals still need to be brought back to the Maldives, most of whom are children. He also said that the primary challenge lies in verifying their Maldivian nationality. Additionally, Minister Hussain noted the significant difficulty in biometrically confirming identities, describing it as a phased process. He also said that the initial phase involves gaining access to these regions through diplomatic efforts by their teams. Furthermore, Minister Hussain highlighted the success of the National Reintegration Center NRC. He also said that the last family released from the NRC is integrating well into the community and current patients are also receiving effective treatment. The government has relocated 21 individuals from its 5 distressed families at the Syrian-Turkish border to the Maldives in January. The group comprised 15 children, 5 women and 1 man. They are currently receiving necessary treatment at the NRC before reintegrating into society. The NRC has 4 blocks designed to accommodate displaced families. It includes 1 for women, 1 for boys under 18, 1 for men over 18 and 1 for families. The center has a capacity to accommodate 72 individuals and 5 families simultaneously. Minister of Homeland Security and Technology Ali Hussain announces the installation of 2 metal detectors in Mafushi prison, Kaf Atoll, aimed at preventing the smuggling of phones, drugs and money laundering activities. He also revealed plans to install a body scan machine in the near future during an exclusive interview with PSMNEWS. Despite ongoing challenges with smuggling phones and drugs into Maldivian prisons, the government is strengthening its efforts to combat these practices. The Ministry of Homeland Security and Technology is focused on preventing scam calls originating from the prisons. Speaking to PSMNEWS, Minister Hussain highlighted the government's measures against scam calls, noting that the recent installation of 2 metal detectors in Mafushi prison is a significant step forward. He added that a body scanning machine will be operational by July, marking another crucial move towards addressing the issue. Additionally, Minister Hussain noted the importance of raising public awareness to combat scam calls. He also committed to extensive awareness campaigns and stressed the need for quick action to protect citizens. Furthermore, Minister Hussain underscored the importance of protocols for recovering stolen money. He expressed optimism that these protocols currently under development would soon provide effective solutions. He noted the growing threat of cybercrime and mentioned the establishment of a national cybersecurity agency by President Dr. Mohamed Moiso in March this year. He also said that the agency is currently in construction and workforce to effectively prevent and defend against cyber offences. The latest statistics released from the Maldives Police Service MPS show that there have been 28,003 reported cases of fraudulent extortion since 2021, with losses exceeding $4 million. To address this, a scam center will be established this year to expedite the identification and resolution of scam cases in collaboration with relevant authorities. Mayor of Male City Council Adam Azim reveals his ambition to sustain all initiatives and projects that were initiated during President Dr. Mohamed Moiso's tenure as mayor. Providing insight on the ongoing developmental projects, Mayor Azim affirmed that all beneficial initiatives and projects that were initiated when President Dr. Moiso served as the mayor will be resumed such that it benefits the councils and residents. The mayor stated that efforts are underway to implement and continue the works. Speaking at the interview, Mayor Azim stated that no difficulties were encountered in the works of the councils. However, he disclosed that there were some issues which required further cooperation of the government, noting that all efforts up to date were exerted in close collaboration with the government. Shedding light on the transfer of the municipal works of Hurumale to the council, Mayor Azim emphasized the residents' desire for services similar to those in Male City. Noting that this aligns with the government's view, the mayor added that the implementation of the governmental objectives was delayed following a court order. The transfer of municipal services from the Housing Development Corporation (HDC) to Male City Council was a priority for President Dr. Muizzu during his term as mayor, reflecting his dedicated efforts. Despite this change, the president has given full assurance that all employees will receive their salaries and allowances without any deficiencies. Mayor of Male City Council Adam Azim states that the new local markets, including fish markets, will be established with the assistance of the government. The mayor highlighted that the collaboration of the government will significantly benefit the council and the government as well as the residents. Speaking at a program aired on PSMNEWS, Mayor Azim disclosed that work to develop and advance the fish market were ongoing under the Ministry of Construction and Infrastructure when he began his tenure. He reiterated that the council's commitment to provide all the necessary support to the government pertaining to the developmental initiative. Furthermore, Mayor Azim stated that the 2 island plots allocated for the establishment of a temporary market were insufficient for the existing marketed cells. Hence, an additional land plot has been handed over to the ministry. The government has decided to develop the local fish market such that it is a 7-story market. It additionally announced that the establishment of the permanent market will commence upon completion of the development of the temporary market. World Bank announces David Sislan as the new country director for the Maldives, Nepal and Sri Lanka effective from July 1, 2024 onwards. Sislan succeeded Faris Haddad, who will be taking on a new World Bank assignment. Sislan is a dual nation of the US and Italy who joined the bank in 2001 as the economist in the Urban Cluster Unit and has since held various operational and managerial positions in the different regions. His most recent assignment is a practice manager for urban disaster risk management and land in the Latin America and Caribbean region based in Washington, D.C. Following his appointment, Sislan revealed that his primary objective is to lead the strategic dialogue to shape and implement operational engagements in line with the bank's focus on speed, scale, impact, working closely with the government, development partners, and diverse stakeholders. Managing Director of Regional Airports Company Limited, RACL, Ahmad Mubin, says that 2 companies have shown interest in developing rooms in the Formula Tourism Zone. An agreement was signed in April this year to develop a tourism zone in Formula City. The new RACL management aims to make the company profitable without relying on government financial support. To achieve this, a master plan has been created for the company's operations and the company's responsibilities have been expanded to include more business ventures. As part of this initiative, RACL has signed an agreement with the Formula City Council to develop a tourism zone that includes Formula Airport and the surrounding beach area. The project plans to build 400 rooms and provide various recreational activities for tourists. Speaking to PSMNEWS, Mubin said that 2 companies are already interested in developing the rooms in the tourism zone. He said that they are currently securing the necessary permits from the government and making other preparations to commence work. The Formula City Council highlighted that the company's efforts to develop the tourism zone would greatly benefit the city. It said that the development is expected to create more jobs in the densely populated area and open up additional opportunities for private businesses. RACL, which manages 8 airports, is collaborating with local island councils to expand its business ventures. It includes opportunities in tourism, agriculture, and revenue-generating advertising in airport areas. In addition, RACL is exploring opportunities to sell jet fuel in partnership with the government and private businesses. Maldives Monetary Authority (MMA) reveals that loans issued to individuals running private businesses increased by 8% during the first quarter of the year. Although this is a significant increase in the number of loans issued during the first quarter of 2023, it is a notable decrease in comparison to the loans issued in the last quarter of 2023. The quarterly economic bulletin report released by MMA indicates that the loans issued by private businesses increased by 8% during the first quarter of the year, marking it a significant increase of $155 million compared to the loans issued during the first quarter of 2023. Meanwhile, the increase of loans issued to private firms is a 9% decrease compared to the loans issued in the last quarter of 2023. During the first quarter of the year, the largest amount of loans was disbursed by banks to the tourism industry, construction industry, and for personal purposes. The MMA report shows that loans to the tourism and construction industry attributed to 36% of loans issued to private businesses. Furthermore, the report outlines that loans issued to the construction industry increased by 7% during this quarter, with loans mainly disbursed to build houses. It additionally stated that the loans provided for personal use progressed the most. In the first quarter, 25% of loans were issued to individuals for personal purposes. MMA's quarterly economic bulletin report additionally includes comprehensive details on the tourism industry, which is the main sector contributing to the nation's economic development. It sheds light on the current stance of the respective industries while outlining the anticipated changes it may face. All the major economic industries other than the fisheries industry experienced an expansion in activity during the first quarter of the year, according to the MMA's reports. As such, the tourism industry experienced the highest growth. While a total of 604,004 tourists visited the Maldives, the number of bed nights have also increased by 9%. Maldives Monetary Authority (MMA) anticipates that the economic growth rate will increase compared to 2023. MMA revealed that the quarterly reports of all the major economic industries other than the fisheries industry reported expansion in activity. The quarterly economic bulletin report includes comprehensive details on the progress of industries. The tourism industry was highlighted as the primary contributor to the nation's economic advancement. MMA's report indicated that national productivity stood at 4% in 2023 and is expected to rise to 4.9% this year. The growth in tourist arrivals, particularly from key markets like China and Europe, is anticipated to enhance not only the tourism sector, but also other sectors such as transport and communications, thereby stimulating overall economic acceleration. The quarterly business survey, conducted 4 times annually since 2013, aims to determine the ongoing activities and anticipated changes for the industries. MMA expressed confidence that these insights will inform strategic decision-making and policy formulation moving forward. Kuwait has announced temporary power cuts in some parts of the country during peak consumption hours, saying it is struggling to meet increased demand spurred by extreme summer heat. In a statement on Wednesday, Kuwait's Ministry of Electricity, Water and Renewable Energy said that scheduled cuts would occur for up to 2 hours a day, in the first such step for the OPEC member state as climate change causes temperatures to rise. It blamed the cuts on the inability of power plants to meet increased demand during peak hours amid a rise in temperatures compared to the same period in previous years. On Thursday, the ministry published a schedule of expected cuts across several parts of the country after urging residents to ration consumption to ease the load on power plants. Kuwait, one of the largest crude producers in the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, is considered one of the world's hottest desert countries. In recent years, climate change has made summer peaks hotter and longer. The extreme heat raises reliance on energy-guzzling air conditioners, which are ubiquitous in Kuwait during the summer months. According to Kuwait's meteorological department, temperatures neared 50 degrees Celsius on Thursday. Kuwaiti astronomer and scientist Adel Al-Sadon stated that temperatures are expected to climb above the 50 degrees Celsius mark in the coming days, noting that this was an effect of climate change. Last month, Kuwait signed short-term contracts to buy 500 megawatts of electricity, including 300 megawatts from Oman and 200 megawatts from Qatar during the summer months. The contracts would last from June 1st to August 31st. Kamel Harami, a Kuwaiti energy expert, said that the Gulf state needed a revamp in its energy infrastructure. He said that this is only the beginning of the crisis and the program cuts of electricity will continue in the coming days if the construction of power stations are not accelerated. Fears of a regional war rose Thursday after Lebanon's powerful Hezbollah movement said none of Israel would be spared in a full-blown conflict, and Israel said it had approved plans for a Lebanon offensive. Hezbollah said it fired dozens of rockets into northern Israel in retaliation for deadly airstrike in South Lebanon that Israel said killed a Hezbollah operative. Hezbollah also claimed several other attacks on Israeli troops and positions on Thursday. Experts are divided on the prospect of wider war almost 9 months into Israel's vow to eradicate Hamas, the Palestinian militant group in the Gaza Strip. Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah's group and Israeli forces have exchanged near-daily fire since Hamas's October 7th attack on southern Israel triggered the Gaza war, and the bellicose talk has escalated along with the strikes. In a televised address, Nasrallah said no place in Israel would be spared their rockets if a wider war began. The chief of the Iran-backed group also threatened nearby Cyprus if it opened its airports or bases to Israel to target Lebanon. European Union member Cyprus houses 2 British bases, including an air base, but they are in sovereign British territory and not controlled by the Cypriot government. On Thursday, the Cyprus government spokesman dismissed as totally groundless any suggestion of possible involvement in a conflict related to Lebanon. Warplanes from the British airbase in Cyprus have, along with US forces, attacked Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi rebels who have for months been targeting Red Sea shipping. On Wednesday, the US military said its forces destroyed 2 Houthi sites in Yemen. Israel's retaliatory offense in Gaza has killed at least 37,431 people, also mostly civilians, according to the health ministry in the Hamas-ruled territory. The Houthis and Hezbollah both say that they are acting in response to Israel's actions in Gaza. The U.S. envoy has called for urgent de-escalation, while the UN Special Coordinator for Lebanon, Jeanine Hennis, said that there was no inevitability for conflict as she visited UN peacekeepers in South Lebanon. Gareth Southgate acknowledges England must improve if they are to win Euro 2024 after failing to guarantee their place in the knockout stages with a 1-1 draw against Denmark. A point was the least the Danes deserved as England again flattered to deceive in Frankfurt after an underwhelming 1-0 win over Serbia to open their tournament. Harry Kane had given the Three Lions an early lead as England pounced on a Danish defensive error. Morton's rocket from outside the box leveled before halftime and Denmark were left to rue, missing late chances to secure a famous victory. Southgate said that there's a huge amount of work to do, and that's evident from the 2 performances given, adding that it clearly was not what the team hoped for. England remain on top of Group C, 2 points clear of Slovenia, who they face in Cologne, and Denmark. Serbia's late equalizer in a 1-1 draw with Slovenia earlier on Thursday also kept their destiny in their own hands. England only need a point to secure qualification and would win the group with victory in their final game of the section. Southgate said on Wednesday that he avoids media coverage during tournaments to escape negative stories. But he accepted more criticism will come after another flat display from one of the pre-tournament favourites. Denmark coach Kasper and goalkeeper claimed on the eve of the game that they would not be fueled by revenge for their Euro 2020 semi-final heartbreak to England 3 years ago. However, the Danes were a different beast from the side that disappointed at the 2022 World Cup and in drawing against Slovenia to open their tournament in Germany. Booking.com's internet safety boss cautions against supercharged AI scams. Chief Information Security Officer at the Netherlands-based travel giant Marnie Wilking said generative AI has sparked an explosion in online phishing scams and that the hospitality industry, long spared, had also become a target. Wilkin said that over the course of last year and a half, throughout all industries, there has been anywhere from 500 to 900% increase in attacks and phishing in particular across the globe. Phishing scams are a type of cyber attack where criminals attempt to trick victims into revealing sensitive information such as login credentials or financial account details. Travel websites can offer a rich bounty to phishing scammers since travelers are often asked to share credit card and family details or upload ID. Stating that phishing started since the dawn of email, she said that the uptick started shortly after ChatGPT got launched. She added that the attackers are definitely using AI to launch attacks that mimic emails far better than anything that they have done to date. Wilkins said that with generative AI tools, the scammers can now work in multiple languages and with good grammar. Wilkins said that in order to stay safe, travelers and hosts should sign up for two-factor authentication when surfing online. In addition to providing a username and password, the two-factor authentication requires users to verify their identity through an added factor, such as a one-time code sent to their mobile device or generated by an authenticator app. Wilkins said that Booking.com and other major companies are cooperating closely and increasingly relying on AI to help in the fight. That's all the news we have for today. Thank you all for watching.
Broadcast sponsors of PSM coverage. Brought to you by STO. Powered by Stelco. MHA. Banking partner Bank of Maldives. Powered by Maldives Ports Limited. Associated by MTCC. Housing Development Corporation. MWSC. Villa College. Digital partner Dirago. Printing partner Printworks. Interior partner Proxy Home. Catering partner Lesuk.
Licensed broadcaster Public Service Media.
Akurakung, Piyakung, Ahakung, Jumle. Divehi bas, das kurama. Bastauga himene akurta faritakamako kiyale meneto. Ekamako fili nula. Mi season gaves emme molan akuru kiyale vekodi. Evene dani konkujje. Diha haru matige kodin avahannan not kodu. Fili nula. Tikudin intizar kurache. Inge?
ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಿಗೆ ದಾಯಿರಾಯಿ ಹಫ್ತಾ ತೆರೆಗ ಫಾಹಕೊಲ್ಲವೆ ಮುಹಿಮ ಮೌಲುಮಾತ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಿ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ತಕುಂ
ದಂಡುವೆರಿಕಂಗೆ ಸಿನಾತುಗೆ ಮಸಕೆತಕುಂ ಬಾಜಾರನ್ನಿರೆ ಮುದಾ
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸೈಟುಗ ಗ್ಯಾಗಣಕ ಹಸ್ತತೇಕ ಮಿಲಿಯನ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾ ಡಾಲರ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕುರ್ಮಾ
ಅಮಿಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಿಯ ಫಶಾ ಎ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಿತ ಕಾಮಯಾಬ್ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಿತಕ ವೀಗತುಗೆ ಮೌಲುಮಾತು ಅಫೋರ್ಡಬಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಗಯತಿ ಬೆಹೆಟ್ಟು එහෙම වර බොඩ ගොන්ජමගේ අලුගඩද්දි මාව ඕඩර් දුවාල කුදි බිෆසුඩ දනකමක ඒ ඕඩර් දූ කොල්ලාකම වඤ්ඤ දෙන්න අන්නනේද තෝඩස් ಕೊಂಫರ್ಟ ಕೊಂಕುರಿಯಗೆಂದ ತಫಾತು ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್ಸ್ ತಕ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಿ ಕುರಿಯರ್ වන් ಕೊಂಫರ್ಟ ಕೊಂಕುರಮಂದ ಮಾಸೆಕೆತೋಗೆ ಮೌಲುಮಾತ
ಪೂನಾ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಗ್ಯಾಗ್ ಗಡಕ ಹಮ್ ಹುರಿಹಾ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಎಬೋರಿ ಎ ಹುರಿಹಾ ಹಿದುಮತೆ ತನಕುಂ ಅಸ್ಲು ಫೋರ್ ಕೊದ್ದಿನಮುಗೆ ಮಕ್ಸದುಗ ಮಿ ಮೊಡ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಹೊಳುವಿಗೆ ಮಿದನೆ
ಗುಣದಾಣ ಅಂಗಾರದುವ ಹುಗೆರೆ ಬಾವಿಸ್ ಕಡಿ ಸುಮ್ಮಿನಟುಗ PSMNEWS ಸಿಂಗ್
अस्सलाम वालेकुम दुनिया कಳಿಗೆ ಮೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬಲಂಗದವ ಹುರಿಹಾ ಫರಾತ್ ಕಮರ್ ಹಪಾದನವ दुनिया कಳಿಗೆ ಮಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಕಿ ಗತಿ ಬೆಫ್ನಾ ಮಿ ಬದಲ್ ಕೊಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಮ ಶಾಫಿಯೋ ಮಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಕಿ ಮಿ ಏರೆಗ ಬಣ್ಣಲಗುವ ಮಿ ಮಸ್ರ ಹು ಫಾ ಕೊಲವೆ ಮುಹಿಮ್ ಮುಖಂ ಖಂ ಮಚ ಬಲಾ ಲಾಲ್ ಮೆ ತಯಾರ್ को गेम से प्रोग्राम है मेदगे प्रोग्राम के मौलुआ की अमेरिका के दुश्मनों रशिया या यही बात अमेरिका कांबोडो फाड़ करो मी मौलू के मच्चा मेदगे प्रोग्राम का तिबेफना हिसाब इतरो तफसील तक हद हमें के मालूमात के नस्तेने और बना की का प्रोग्राम का मेदो एनालिस्ट के गुत का में बैरवनी मोहम्मद जवाद यूसुफ जवाद फतमस प्रोग्राम हमारा हबा गया तो और उनके फतमस सवाल की मी यूक्रेन हंगरा में को रशिया या अमेरिका के गुणता मिहारोती को हालत गतो को बात और मैं फक अपडेट्स तक की
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुह मी रशिया या अमेरिका गुण तक गोसुगे मिदी देसोबका होरे एसोबकी रशिया या अमेरिका एब्बसेफोती सोवियत यूनियन रोडिगेन दियुमा एक्को एब्बसेफोती नेटो फुलानु पुरम अदि मी नेटो रशिया गे सरहद्द कैरिबियनु दें ऐगे इतुरुं मी देकोम मी गुडिगें वर्गिन दुनिया के टेंशन कुड़कुरुमा आदि दुनिया के मी न्यूक्लियर मी हथियार मधुकुरुमा देंगे हेंगोस वर्गिन कंतत्त के देगोम गुडिगें कुरन राफोई एकंतत्तो मी विगत की रशिया देखे गतुगा मी नेटो गेंदी फुला कुरमु रशिया दिमाल देंगे कंगे बहुत साबित स्वा ए कोरिया सोवियत यूनियन के हिमिननु गागन कं हुरिहा गौम तक ये तो यूरोप के हुरिहा गौम तक मिवनी यूक्रेन फियवा नेटो वद्दाफ एमा मी रशिया को हुलंगु योती नेटो रशिया को बॉर्डर हिसाब आस ए असुगा देफरा एबसफा गोता खिलाफ कमिंग असु दे अनेकम की यूक्रेन ये तो यूक्रेन का मी देहा सादे हमें होती रशियन प्रो सरकार ये तो एंग ओबा बिगत की यूक्रेन के तेरियो बस अमेरिका वदिच्చి అది ಹುಳಂಗೋಂತ ಸ್ವದಿಜ್ಜೆ ವದೆ ವರಬ್ಬಡ ರಶಿಯಾ ಯಾ ಇದುಕೊಳ ರೋ ಯುಕ್ರೇನ್ ಗೆ ತೆರೆಗು ಫದ್ದಾಫಿ ಏಕಮ ನತಿಜಾ ಕಬಿ ಯುಕ್ರೇನ್ ಗೆ ತೆರೆಂ ಹುದು ಇಂಗಿಲಾಬೆನ್ ಆಸ್ ನೋನಿಯಾ ಸುಲ್ಹವೆರ್ ಇಂಗಿಲಾಬೆನ್ ಆಸ್ ಮಿ ರಶಿಯಾ ತಾಯದ್ ಕುರ ಫರಾತ ವಿರಿಕಮ ಫಾಬಂಚೋನಿ ದೆನ್ ಅನೆ ಇಂಗಿಲಾಬೆ ಅನೆ ಅಸ್ಕರ್ ಇಂಗಿಲಾಬೆನ್ ನೋ ಮದನಿ ಇಂಗಿಲಾಬೆ ಏಗೆ ತೆರೆಂದಾಫಾ ಮಿ ಐ ಮುಳಿಮೆಸ್ ಹುಳಂಗ ತಾಯದ್ ಕುರ ರಶಿಯಾ ವರಂ ಇದುಕೊಳ ವಿಸ್ನುಗ ಮಿ ಹುಂತಕೆ ವಿರಿಕಮ ಐ दें ए एफा वन का इंतखाब बागन दिमिया मिहार में ज़ेलेंस्की या ए नगे मी ग्रुप वेस मी वेरिकं होदी इंतखाब को है नमस एमिन के स्वर बड़ा रशिया इद कोड बायंगसु दे मिहार ज़ेलेंस्की के इंतखाबी दौर सुनी फुट मी हमवेफा एमा मिहार यूक्रेन का इंतखाब वसनु बा ए दें मी दोसर की यहाँ गुराम हेगा दोसर को बात यूक्रेन का इंतखाब नुबावा एमा मुद्दत समय फुर रियासी मुद्दत वस एमा रशिया के बाय फरात बुने में हारो मी ज़ेलेंस्की की रशिया या रशिया कबूल करावेरी नोने यूक्रेन राइस कम ज़ेलेंस्की कबूल नुकुरा में दे बिखा वर्ग कंद तक गई इंगे तो ए मालूम मिदने मैगन देखमकी नेटो फुला कुर्मा आदि यूक्रेन नेटो वद्द मसक कुर्मा आदि यूक्रेन गोई वेरिकम ग निजाम मी यानी हुलंगु एक तेरे वादगी मदनी इंगिलाब को बदल को रशिया या दुश्मन गाँव में गोता यूक्रेन हेदी एरुगा यूक्रेन की रशिया या नुरक्का वा हालत गए गाँव में नुरक्का खुरेवी दान गाँव में यह बोड़ गाँव में गई रशिया कंबोडियन नुए मिसाल का लिटुएनिया एस्टोनिया काल गाँव तक नेटो वनस एवर कुदी गाँव तक ए बोल्टिक गाँव तक ए नमस यूक्रेन की वर बोड़ गाँव में यूक्रेन की वसीलत सूर्य गाँव में यूक्रेन की इल्म सूर्य गाँव में అది కురీగా సోవియట్ యూనియన్ దోస్తరుగా సోవియట్ యూనియన్ న్యూక్లియర్ బార్వెస్ నూనె న్యూక్లియర్ వసీలత్వెస్ ಯುಕ್ರೇನ್ ಹುರಿ ಎನ್ನೋಸ್ ಯುಕ್ರೇನ್ ಸೋವಿಯತ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ರೋಡಿಗೆನ್ ದಿಯುಮಾ ಎಕ್ಕೋ ಯುಕ್ರೇನ್ ಹುರಿ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಹಥಿಯಾರ್ ನತ್ತಾಲಿ ಅದಿ ಎ ಹಥಿಯಾರ್ ತ ರಶಿಯಾ ದಿನಿ ಎನ್ನೋಸ್ ಮಿಹಾರ್ಸ್ ಯುಕ್ರೇನ್ ಕಿ ಉಫದ್ದಂ ಬೇನು ವಿಜಿಯಾ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಉಫದ್ದುಮ ಕಾಬಿಲ್ ಕಂ ಹುರಿ ಗೌಮೆಸ್ ಎಮ ಮಿಕಾಲ ಗೌಮಕರ್ ಗೆ ತೆರೆಯ ರಶಿಯಾ ಇದುಕೊಳ ರೋ ಹೆಗ್ಗ ಹುಳಂಗು ವದಿಜ್ಜಿಯ ರಶಿಯಾ ಮಾಡುನೆ ನೋಡಾನೆ ಎವ ಮೀದೆ ಮಸ್ಸದಮಿ ಯುಕ್ರೇನ ಮೀ ಯಾನೆ ಹುಳಂಗು ವದಗೆ ಮಸ್ಸಲೆಯ ಜಿಯೋಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲಿ ವದಗತ್ತಿ ಇಂಗೇತು ಎ ಮಸ್ಸಲೆಯ ನೇಟೋ ಫುಳಾ ಕುರುಮ ಎ ದೆ ಮಸ್ಸಲೆಯ ಗುಡಿಗೆ ಎಂತೆಕೊಂ ಗುಳು ವರ ಬಡ ಗೋಸೆ ಫೋತಿ ಓಫಾ එහෙන් ඔබ මේකත කිමීගේ එම්මේ කුන්න මිදියේ ඒතෝ එම්මේ එක දෙකම ගුණ එම්මේ පොඩ ගෝස් වෙගෙන් දී රෂියාවෙන් දෙහස් 5 වන හරු යුක්‍රේන හැමලාදී යුක්‍රේන දෙක හංගුරාම් ෆෙෂෝ එයා එක්කෝ ඇමරිකාගේ දත්කුරුමු ෆියරුතෝ ශිකාරයක රෂියාවෙන් දී ඇමරිකා හීකුරි රෂියා දෙක දත්කුරුමු ෆියරුතා හුලංගා මෙවනි යුරෝප් ගෙන් ගොන්තක එක්කෝ එහා වර්ගයෙන් එලීම රෂියා ඉඳජෙහි අස්කරි ගොතුන් මේ රෂියා හරකත්තර නොවේවර රෂියා එක්සොද් ඉඳජෙහිනකම එකම විගතකි රෂියාගේ හෙන් දුෂ්මනෝ මෙදෙන ඇමරිකාගේ හෙන් දුෂ්මනෝ මිසක චයිනා කාද ගෞමත විගතකි රෂියාගෙන් හිතරි මිදිනි රෂියාගේ තියෝ ඉතුරු ගන්න ෆිෂි රෂියාගේ ගේස් ඉතුරු ගන්න ෆිෂි එනකො ඉන්දියාස් මිගෙන් ගෝනි හම සියාසතේ ඇමරිකා බුණාහගෙන් හදා කා සියාසතෙන් එම ඉන්දියාස් රෂියාගෙන් හිතරි විදි එක්සොදි ගොතු ඒ රෂියාගේ තෙලා ගේස් ඉතුරු ගත්තු එහෙම විගත කී නතිජය ගොතු රෂියා එක්සොදි ඉඳ ඉන්න ජොහුන් රෂියායක ගෙල්ලුන්ත කෙල්ලිබුණු එන්නමස් රෂියාය ෆූණු බෙද්දේවරු ගෙල්ලිමෙන්නු දුණු අදි රෂියාය හංගුරාම් කුරියන්නුගෙන් දේවරු ගෙල්ලිමෙන්නු දුණු මේත එහිසාබුන් දෙන් හම මියනෙන් බලාකවඤ්ඤ මහෙන් නුදානි ගේතෝ හෆ්තායෙන් නුදාන කොම්ස් ෆියවල රෂියාද කරන නාලා ඇමරිකායි නුනියා යුරෝප කොමත කොම්ස් ෆියවලෙන් අලා කොම්ස් account බන්දුන් කොල්ලන නමස් නුනියා කොම්ස් දෙන් නමෙග්ග කුරාකම ෆහකන් ඇසන් ගේතෝ කුරි අලානරක ෆියවල එළුමෆෝ දෙන් කුරාකන් තකි නමෙග්ග කුරාකන්ත එකම එනොස් කුරි ගෙලි ෆියවලත කි හම හගේගේ වර්ගත ෆියවලත ඒගෙන රෂියා සර්විස් කුරි එනොස් අවුන් මෙදන්නේ රෂියා කි වසීරත්තන් හුරි ගෝමක වෙෆ බොඩු ගෝමක වෙෆ දුනියගේ වර නියුක්ලියර් බාර වෙෆ නකොලොන් හතියාරු ෆෙද්දුමගේ දුනියගේ එවන ගෝම වීමා ඇමරිකා ගුරි වර මදනි ටෙක්නොලොජි නැතකස් රෂියා කි සම ටෙක්නොලොජි ගොතුන් කොරියා රාෆෙක් ගෝම ගේතෝ සතේ 50 මිලියන් මිහු ආබාදි ඔයි ගෝම කුලේ කනුති වෙන්නෙත් සතේ 50 මිලියන් මිහු ආබාදි අරකොන් දුනියගේ මෙ බොඩු ගේස් රිසර්ව් දුනියගේ මෙ බොඩු තෙලුගේ රිසර්ව් ඔයි ගෝම දුනියගේ බිමුග 80% මුනි දුනියගේ බිමුග 80% කොමෙසෙච්ච හුන්නා නේත එම රෂියා කි ඇමරිකා වර නුවියස් රෂියා කි කුලේ වර ගෝමෙන් නේතෝ ඇමරිකා හීකුරි ඇමරිකාගේ දශ යුරෝප් ගෙන් ගොම් ත ගෙන්න ගොත රෂියා කි සෙන් කුලේ වෙන ගොමකි රෂියා ප්‍රෙෂර් කොල්ලීම රෂියා ජෙහෙනි ඇමරිකා හැබුණ අන්නාෂි කම හෙන නොවේකි රෂියා වර